Alright, animal lovers and laugh seekers, buckle up. You think humans are the only ones with a sense of humor? Think again.
The animal kingdom is packed with natural-born comedians who trip, tumble, and totally confuse us in the best possible way.
We're talking about creatures that make every day an absolute improv show.
From the ridiculously slow to the surprisingly dramatic, these animals aren't just cute, they're genuinely hilarious. Get ready for some serious giggles, because the funniest animals in the world are about to steal your heart and your funny bone.
Let's dive into the absolute best of nature's jesters.
First up, the OG of chill, the sloth. These guys move at a blistering 0.24 kilometers per hour.
That's like, slower than paint drying, but way cuter. They're so relaxed, they sometimes mistake their own arm for a tree branch and just, thud, fall.
Imagine waking up from a 20-hour nap, deciding to stretch, and accidentally yeeting yourself off a tree.
Classic sloth. And if that wasn't enough, they occasionally just pee on themselves. No shame, no worries.
They're living their best, slowest, most accident-prone lives, and honestly, we should all take a leaf out of their incredibly slow-moving book.
Next, let's talk about the internet's favorite fuzzy ginger, the red panda.
These adorable fluffballs are masters of surprise, and not always in a good way for them.
They're constantly being startled, which leads to some truly magnificent tumbles.
1 minute they're elegantly climbing a branch, the next they're rolling down a hill like a furry slinky.
And their signature move? Standing on their hind legs.
It's less intimidating stance and more adorable little guy trying to see over the counter. They might get mistaken for raccoons or cats, but trust me, no other animal pulls off clumsy elegance quite like the red panda.
Okay, who hired these guys for the comedy club? Penguins.
They look like they're perpetually dressed for a fancy dinner, but act like they've had too many fish martinis.
Their waddle alone is a masterpiece of physical comedy. It's less walking, more shuffling forward with intent to trip. And trip they do. Over their own feet, over small rocks, over absolutely nothing. Then there's the squawk, a loud, theatrical burst of sound that adds to their overall dramatic flair. They're incredibly social and curious, which means their goofy antics are often performed for an appreciative audience of other penguins, and us, obviously. If joy had a spirit animal, it would absolutely be an otter. These aquatic jesters are pure, unadulterated fun. Not only do they hold hands while sleeping so they don't float away, which, come on, is peak adorable, but they also juggle rocks. Why? Because they can. It's like they're constantly practicing for a tiny, underwater circus act. And their favorite pastime? Sliding down muddy river banks for pure, unadulterated fun. It's impossible to watch an otter without cracking a smile. They're intelligent, playful, and basically the life of every river party. We could all learn a thing or two about having fun from these guys. Alright, let's hear it for the tiny overlords of our homes, cats. Their motto? If I fits, I sits. Whether it's a box too small, a bowl, or a precarious shelf, if they can squeeze in, they will. Then there are the zoom eyes, those sudden, inexplicable bursts of energy where they tear through the house like a furry, four-legged hurricane. 1 minute they're peacefully napping, the next they're attacking an invisible ghost in the corner. And let's not forget the strategic shelf-clearing operations. Is it gravity? Is it curiosity? Or just pure, unadulterated feline chaos? Probably all three. You never know what wildness your cat will unleash next. And now for our best friends, the dogs. These guys are basically living memes. They chase their tails with an intensity usually reserved for Olympic athletes, often ending in a dizzy, adorable pile. Their expressions? Pure gold. Whether they've just stolen a sock or are begging for a treat, every emotion is cranked to 11. And don't even get me started on vacuums or doorbells. They go from zero to alert the entire neighborhood in milliseconds, with barks and leaps that are truly theatrical. Dogs are loyal, lovable, and always ready to put on a show, especially if snacks are involved. We don't deserve them. Prepare yourselves for some truly dramatic livestock, the fainting goat. These aren't just any goats, these are the ones with myotonic goat syndrome. When startled, their muscles stiffen up, and they just fall over. It looks absolutely hilarious, like they're playing dead or dramatically swooning from shock, but don't worry, it's a genetic condition and they're totally fine. They pop right back up. Besides their unexpected nosedives, goats are also incredible climbers, often found on impossible-looking structures. And let's be real, they'll eat just about anything. A true triple threat, funny, adventurous, and not picky at all. Our closest relatives in the animal kingdom, chimpanzees, are not just intelligent, they're also incredibly funny. They use tools with impressive skill, often for mischievous purposes, and their ability to mimic human behavior is uncanny, sometimes too uncanny. Watching them laugh is a genuinely heartwarming and slightly unsettling experience, making you wonder what inside jokes they're sharing. They have complex social structures and are known for their expressive faces, especially those mischievous grins that tell you they're definitely up to no good. They're basically the pranksters of the jungle, and honestly, we love them for it. Moving on to the masked marvels of the night, raccoons. These clever critters always look like they're wearing tiny bandit masks, perfectly suited for their reputation. They're notorious for raiding trash cans, treating every curbside bin like a five-star buffet. Their curiosity knows no bounds, and their dexterous paws mean they can get into almost anything. You might think they're just furry pests, but honestly, their antics are often pure comedic gold. Watching a raccoon meticulously wash its food or try to outsmart a raccoon-proof trash can is like a mini documentary on resourcefulness and sheer, unadulterated cheekiness. They're practically cartoons in real life. Finally, let's talk about the noodle-bodied bundles of energy, ferrets. These little guys are known for their infamous ferret dead sleep. They go so deep, they literally look like they've passed away. You poke 'em, you prod 'em, nothing. Then, 5 minutes later, they spring back to life ready to cause chaos. And chaos they do cause, with their adorable war dance, a mix of excited bouncing, hissing, and body slams that just scream "I'm having the best time." They're also notorious for stealing shiny objects. If something sparkly goes missing, check the ferret's secret stash. Playful, curious, and utterly hilarious, ferrets are the true hidden gems of the funny animal kingdom. And there you have it, folks. The funniest animals on planet Earth, proving that sometimes, the best comedy doesn't need a script, just some natural animal instincts. From the slow-motion pratfalls of a sloth to the dramatic fainting of a goat, the animal kingdom is truly a treasure trove of laughs. Which one of these hilarious creatures made you chuckle the most? Did we miss any of your personal animal comedians? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend who needs a good laugh, and subscribe for more amazing insights into the wild and wonderful world around us. Thanks for watching.